Today we are going to perform experiment number 5 to identify the given sample of carbohydrate by different qualitative tests. On the basis of this concept structure, we are going to perform different qualitative tests and identify the given unknown sample of carbohydrate from the biochemistry and clinical pathology. So this is the unknown sample of carbohydrate. This sample we are going to dissolve into 20 ml of distilled water, and then on the basis of the solubility we are going to perform the next test. These are the chemicals required for today's practicals, and these are the glass apparatus and the water bath required for practicals. The given sample is water soluble in the water. Okay, so on the basis of the concept chart we are going to perform the Mollish test and then the Fehling's, Benedict and Thomers test. Here we are going to perform the Mollish test. In this test, take the 2 ml of the carbohydrate sample, then add from the side of the test tube 2 ml concentrated H2SO4. Okay, and then add 5 drops of the Mollish reagent. There is a ring formation at the junction of the two liquids. Okay, violet color ring formation is there. Okay, and this confirms that the given sample is carbohydrate. Okay. As our sample is water soluble, so we are going to perform the Fehling's, Benedict and Thomers test. So first test is Fehling test. We have already took 2 ml of the Fehling's A solution, then Fehling B solution, and then added 2 ml of the carbohydrate sample, and this solution we are going to boil on the burner. Okay, and observe the color change in this test. If there is color change, then our sample is from the reducing sugar. Okay, and if there is no color change, then our sample is non-reducing sugar, that is a sucrose. Okay, so we first observe the color of the solution. After boiling there is no change in the solution, so here we confirm that the given sample is from the non-sugar, that is a sucrose. Okay, we'll perform Benedict. Okay, in this test we already took 2 ml of the 3 ml of the Benedict reagent, and then we have added 5 to 6 drops of the sugar solution, and after boiling there should be no color change, as in the Fehling test no change observed. So this test also gives negative result, as we are observing there is no change in the solution. So this test is also negative, so given sample is sucrose. Okay. Third test, that is a Thomers test. Here also we didn't observe any color change in the solution. So on the basis of our concept chart, the Fehling's, Benedict and Thomers test are negative, so the given sample is sucrose. So let's we confirm that the given sample is sucrose. So for that we perform the confirmatory test. So CT for sucrose. So first we will perform the Selivanov test and then rapid furfural test. Color disate ka? So in the confirmatory test we have performed the Selivanov test and the rapid furfural test. Both the test shows the color changes. Okay, in the Selivanov test red color is developed, and in rapid furfural test deep purple color is developed. So here we confirm that the given sample is given unknown sample is sucrose. This is the sucrose sample. That this test we are going to convert, inversion test we are going to perform. For this purpose we are going to use this sucrose sample, and then we are going to perform as per the procedure. So in this test, take the sample accordingly, 25 ml of the sucrose sample, then add 5 ml of the your concentrated HCl and then neutralize this mixture, okay, by using the sodium hydroxide solution. So accordingly our sample is 12 ml, then accordingly we will take the concentrated HCl and then we are going to neutralize by using the sodium hydroxide. Neutralize means we are going to change the characteristics of this non-reducing sucrose, properties of non-reducing sugar to reducing sugar, and then we will perform again Fehling's, Benedict and Thomers test. In the sucrose sample we have added the concentrated HCl and then we will check the color of the pH paper, okay. It will show the acidic pH. Okay, so paper will be of light red color, okay, or it may be same color, okay. So here is our solution becomes the acidic. Now we are going to neutralize this solution by using sodium hydroxide. The NaOH, okay, the solution becomes neutralized on the basis of this pH paper, okay. So our solution becomes neutral. Here the properties of the given sample are changed, which was non-reducing properties was changes into the reducing properties. So this is called as your inversion test. So now we will perform the Fehling, Benedict, Thomers test by using this solution. Okay. We will perform the test. First we will perform the Benedict test by using the inverted solution, okay. So in the Benedict test, as we seen before, first when we performed the Benedict test there was no color developed, but after the inversion there is a development of the yellow color, okay. So here we confirm that the given sample is sucrose. Okay, in the first test, Thomers and Fehling's test, before that, before inversion there was no color developed, but after inversion there is formation of red color in both the tests. So on the basis of this test, today's given sample of carbohydrate is sucrose, and which is a disaccharide.